no, don't get up. Don't get up.
You're gonna show me the way out of here, okay? Okay.
A car accident lands Keith and his girlfriend Allison in the hospital. The two are a couple. When Keith wakes up, he frantically asks about his girlfriend's condition. A doctor tells Keith that his girlfriend is critically injured and undergoing surgery. Keith has no choice but to wait there for now. But once the doctor leaves, Keith plans to get up and head to his girlfriend's ward on his own. He wins over intern Stephanie with a heartfelt plea. Stephanie decides to break the rules and take Keith to see his girlfriend. On the way, Keith chats and laughs casually with Stephanie. But in an instant, a large group of police officers rush into the hospital. At that moment, Keith's face turns grim.
Hey, no, no, don't get up. Don't get up.
You're gonna show me the way out of here, okay? Okay.
As it turns out, Keith and his girlfriend Allison are fugitives on the run. Stephanie is terrified by Keith. She has no choice but to follow his orders and take him to his girlfriend's ward to rescue her. Stephanie then leads Keith into the stairwell, as the elevators are full of police. Inside the stairwell, Stephanie tries to resist, but her attempt fails. She gets her neck slashed in the process. Meanwhile, the doctors discover that Keith has escaped and lock down the hospital to search for him. Stephanie brings Keith to the floor where his girlfriend is being treated, but Stephanie does not have access to this floor and cannot open the door. Furious, Keith shouts angrily at Stephanie. Stephanie has no choice but to explain the situation to him.
What do you mean?
It's like a fire or something.
Keith then drags Stephanie into a utility room and tells her to find something to start a fire. Keith plans to set off the fire alarm by starting a fire to create chaos. This will unlock all the doors automatically. As they argue, a young girl calls out to Keith with a source of fire.
Let's make a fire.
The young girl has antisocial personality disorder. She then helps Keith commit the crime. Keith tells the girl to place rubbing alcohol and clothes in the hallway. He then carries out his reckless act. He pours alcohol over the clothes and sets them on fire to trigger the alarm. But he never expects Stephanie to leave him to burn. Stephanie takes the girl and hides inside a room. They think they are safe, only to realize that Keith is heading toward dangerous explosives. At that moment, Stephanie decides to stop the fire from spreading.